Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Popcorn Podcast with myself, Jack Logan, and my co-host Fergus Clark. How you doing, Fergus?
Hi, hello. Yeah, I'm alright, Jack. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you. So we got a lot of views on the first episode of the
Yes.
Popcorn Podcast. A lot more than we were expecting. I don't think we were expecting. I think it's 120-ish right
Yeah,
now.
and only like 50 of them were from my mum as well, so...
I don't think we were expecting 120 people to sit and listen to us ramble
No.
2 hours and 20 minutes about movies.
Yeah, I know.
But here we are. So in today's episode of the Popcorn Podcast, Fergus has actually prepared a little something, haven't you, Fergus?
Yeah, I believe so. I think I have, yeah.
You think you have?
Yeah.
That's always good. So I'm just going to let Fergus take it away.
Well,
What have you got in store for this episode?
I thought, before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the whole thing, I thought we could spend like 10 minutes maybe just discussing like what we've been watching recently, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to start with something you've watched recently?
Oh, okay. Follow up from last week when we were talking about Synecdoche, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I said I needed to watch Anomalisa by Charlie Kaufman.
That stop motion?
Yeah, stop motion.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
So I opened Prime Video the other night, not expecting to find anything because their selection is always, you know how Prime Video is. First thing came up, Anomalisa. So I stopped everything and watched it. Yeah, it was very good, fantastic.
Yeah?
But I gave it 5 stars.
5
Yeah.
stars. Wow.
I also said last week that I would find out what Synecdoche meant. And I
Yep.
forgot to do that. But I've got the definition in front of me. Okay, Synecdoche, pronounced Synecdoche, is a figure of speech in which a specific part of something is used to refer to the whole thing. It comes from the Greek word synecdoche, which means simultaneous meaning.
I feel with you reading that definition, I know less about what it
Yeah,
actually means.
let's see. Oh, there's an example. Okay, so if I said, do you like my new wheels?
Yep.
It's a way of saying, do you like my new car?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the English podcast.
Yeah, well, I felt bad. I forgot to do it. I was going to tell you last week.
No, fair enough. So, like, it's basically taking something that's... I still don't know what it means, Fergus.
No, me neither, frankly. I don't know what the film means still, so...
Speaking about Prime Video, I was watching the new season of Clarkson's Farm.
Really?
Yeah, I love Clarkson's Farm. Are you not a fan?
I've not watched it. I didn't know you were into it.
Oh, it's so good. It's genuinely, I think, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And a lot of people slate it, and a lot of people don't like Jeremy Clarkson, and I kind of understand not liking
Yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson, but in Clarkson's Farm is just a lot more real,
Mm.
and you actually see a bit more of his personality shine through, which is good. Anyway, I was watching that, and I've just realised there's now adverts
Yeah.
on Prime Video, which
Yeah.
suck
Mm.
because you pay for it.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
what is that all about? And I've heard so many people saying that Netflix might start doing it and Disney Plus might start doing it. I'm like, what is the world coming to? We're having to pay for these things and still get adverts.
I think, did Netflix already start doing it?
I think Netflix have offered out like a cheaper version with adverts.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can still pay for Prime. You can like give them a little bit more.
Yeah.
And take the adverts away. The adverts aren't too bad. They're only like 20 seconds.
I figured out when I first discovered the ads, if you just skip to the mid-roll at the start of a film, and just watch them like when you're starting a film, then you can go back to the start and then you won't have to deal with them.
Okay, that's a good tip.
I don't mind ads on like 4 on channel 4, like the ITV player or whatever, because you're getting them for free. But
yeah.
No, on something like that.
The only annoying thing about Channel 4 ads is like I'm watching like a 20-minute episode of a sitcom and it's just layered with 5-minute adverts. I'm like, bro, I just want to watch the show.
Yeah. I was watching Smiling Friends the other day. The new episode of that came out. There's just a couple ads at the start because it's only like a 10-minute episode.
Yeah.
So, but for anything longer than that, they're just litter it with ads.
I remember, I think it was when it was during like lockdown, I got really into Friday Night Dinner, and I was
Mm.
watching it all the time. And that was Channel 4, and I remember going on, and it's like they're like 22-minute episodes or something. They're not long, and like halfway through, it was like a 7-minute ad break. I was like, bro, I'll
Yeah.
go make myself a cup of tea, come back. Like
But like
honestly,
the thing is, well, at least you're getting it for free, you know.
that is true. The place where Prime takes the piss is the whole pay for me, and yet I'm
Mm.
still going to make you watch these adverts for shows that
Exactly,
you
and
don't want to see.
it's for fucking Amazon as well, like as if they
Yeah,
need the money.
I watched when we were watching Clarkson's Farm an ad for The Idea of You played.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about this movie?
Yeah, it's Anne Hathaway, right?
It's the Anne Hathaway one,
Uh,
and I felt my brain rotting just
mm.
watching a 20-second advert for it. It looks terrible.
I was tempted to watch it. I don't know why. For just something like came over me, like, oh, I should put this on before I came to my senses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hypnotizing you. That's what the adverts are
Mm.
doing.
Oh,
So you enjoyed what's it called? Anomalisa?
Anomalisa. Yeah, fantastic.
What's that about?
Uh, it's about this like this lonely man
Yep.
who I'm not gonna lie, he's a bit of a dick.
Okay.
And he goes to a hotel and just kind of follows that as he tries to have sex, I guess, away
Okay.
from his wife. Yeah.
Sounds great. And it's
I
stop
don't
motion.
think Yeah, stop motion. I don't think I'm selling this very well at all. I would
No.
recommend just watching it. It's only like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Uh,
If it's on
David
Prime, I
Fu
might check it out.
David Fulis is in it. He's the main guy.
Oh, the guy from Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah.
Why
Among
did
other
you?
things. Well, he's done other stuff.
But I think he's most famous
Yeah, probably.
for Harry Potter. So in terms of what I've watched, I went to the cinema the other day and I watched Challengers.
Oh yeah.
And I know you've seen Challengers,
Mm.
Fergus, and I know we have similar thoughts on how awesome Challengers
Yeah, it's
is.
brilliant.
It's so good. I didn't really know what to expect going
Mm.
into it because I think I'd seen a trailer and I was honestly expecting like I don't know, like I don't want to use the term women's movie, but
Mhm.
like in terms of I thought it was just going to be about sex, is the way
Sure,
the
yeah.
trailer kind of portrayed it. Um, but it wasn't that at all. It was a
No.
very deep character drama,
Mhm.
and it was very well written. I was genuinely surprised with how much I enjoyed it.
It's the director of Call Me by Your Name.
Yes.
So I kind of thought the same thing about you as you did. It's just going to be about sex and all that, and that's what a lot of people were saying it was like as well.
Yep.
We're saying it's like the sexiest film of the year, and I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, I thought it was. I know there's a bit in. No, there's some strange things in Call Me by Your Name. I've not
Yes.
seen it, but yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I watched Call Me by Your Name on an airplane.
Oh,
And it wasn't the right environment to watch Call Me by Your
sure.
Name. Let me just say that. I also watched the same trip on the plane. I watched La La Land, and I'm like,
Oh,
it's two films that just don't deserve airplane viewing.
mm. I
Um,
think kind of film I would watch on a plane, like Oppenheimer, Interstellar. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I get that. I'd
Shove it,
honestly,
Nolan.
I'd honestly shove on like a just like a hour and a half comedy
Yeah.
kind of thing, like
Yeah,
something
like
I
The
could just
Hangover or something.
something like that. I think easy viewing for an airplane. But I watched Call Me by Your Name and La La Land.
I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time on a plane, and then I
How was that?
think it was alright. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's why I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the second time I watched it.
I genuinely think airplanes ruin movies. I genuinely
Yeah,
think it happens. Or like, because I've noticed when back in the day when it was like the film comes down from like the ceiling and you have
yeah,
to like plug your headphones in, they would always show stuff like Godzilla or like King Kong or like just dumb monster movies.
mm,
Which is fine for airplane viewing, something you don't have to like put your full attention on. Like Call Me by Your Name, Pulp Fiction, La La Land, they deserve
yeah,
your full attention
mm.
and just yeah. But anyway, Challengers. Very good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I was honestly going into it expecting this could be something like 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like that's the
And
way
I
the
know you love
trailer
them,
almost.
so
Oh, I adore them. What a fantastic trilogy. Did you hear they're apparently making more?
what? No.
It's rumored they're making more based off because there's more
Brilliant.
books. There's more books.
We will be there opening day.
Oh yeah, me
Can we
and
see it in
Fergus.
4DX?
Imagine watching 50 Shades in 4DX. But yeah, Challengers was brilliant,
Hmm.
and yeah, just not what I was expecting at all. And if
Uh,
a lot of people will probably be put off, I guess, by the trailer, but I'd say go in with an open mind and
I
you'll enjoy
think
it.
it's doing quite well at the moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got like a 4.2 or something on Letterboxd,
Hmm.
and it's getting the cinema that when we went to the cinema, it was fairly busy. Like it was busier than I thought it would be. I honestly thought it would just be us and maybe a couple other people.
I
There was like
felt
a
like
few
so
rows filled.
lonely going into that movie by myself.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I went with four mates. Um, but yeah, I can imagine it's not the type of film you should probably see on your
well,
own.
yeah, because like everyone around me was sitting in like couples, and I was just sat there by myself, and it felt
I, I,
miserable.
I can't imagine it'll be a big couple movie.
Mm,
That was actually, yeah, I noticed that when we went to the cinema. I was like, it's a lot of couples
mm-hmm.
in there. But yeah, it was a good movie. Not what I was expecting. Have you watched anything else recently,
I,
Fergus?
I was at the cinema the other day to see the new Planet of the Apes film.
Yes.
I've been working my way through the whole series to oh well, you know it's been pretty rough at
Hmm.
times. I actually almost gave up once I got to the Tim Burton remake. That was absolutely dire.
I've heard very bad things about
It's terrible. Mark
that.
Wahlberg's the main character.
Yeah.
Um, Elena Bonham Carter's in it, and
Oh,
then
great.
she's a monkey in it, and then spoiler alert, I guess. I don't know if you were gonna watch this movie, but
Go
at the
for it.
end, Mark Wahlberg kisses the Helena Bonham Carter monkey on the lips.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah,
So we've got a
uh,
little bit of bestiality thrown in
yeah.
for good mix. That's lovely. Good on you, Tim.
The costumes look good, to be fair.
Yeah,
So,
I've heard about the ending, and I've
oh, the
yeah
Tim Burton one.
yeah,
Oh, mental, absolutely mental.
and I heard a lot of people weren't very happy with the ending of that movie.
No, it ends like a Goosebumps episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, well,
Um, what was the other? I watched the film. I didn't finish it. But it was years ago. I watched a Mark Wahlberg movie. It was an M Night Shyamalan film, and it was like a plague that goes around forcing people to kill themselves.
mm,
And I watched
that
it
sounds
during
familiar. Yeah.
lockdown. I can't remember the name of it. I watched it during
Uh,
lockdown, and it was on Disney Plus. And I could not finish it. It was abysmal. I don't think I've even rated it on Letterboxd. Like I just couldn't make my way through it.
yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge M Night kind of guy, to be
Yeah,
honest.
a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people praise Mark Wahlberg. He's been in a lot of crap.
I really do not like him at all. I've liked him in exactly one movie. Can you guess what it is?
I'm trying to think of Mark Wahlberg movies. Ted. I like Ted.
I know
What
you
was
like Ted, Jack.
what's your one Mark Wahlberg movie?
Boogie Nights.
Oh yeah, he's good
No.
in Boogie Nights.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he's playing an absolute like dickhead in that movie. So
yeah, fits right in.
yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird, that isn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway,
I like him in Ted. You know, I like Ted. I finished watching the Ted TV show
yeah,
the other
I've
day.
heard only good things.
It's so good, like surprisingly good. To the point where the last episode like made me tear up at the end. I'm not kidding, Fergus. It was
Mm,
emotional, bro, and had such a like a good message to it at the end. Um, yeah, it didn't like properly make me like cry, like in the
mm,
likes of I don't know, like the Iron Claw made me cry. But
sure.
I had a tear in my eye for sure. It was very good.
Do you know? Speaking of emotional finales, did you see Young Sheldon's coming to an end?
Yeah, I did. I've
Did you
not
see
seen a
what happens in
single.
the finale?
No.
D do you want me to tell you?
I mean, spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen the Young Sheldon
Yeah,
finale.
I
Sorry
don't
to
think it's even
spoil it.
come out yet, but I've seen
You got
pictures of it on
insider
Twitter.
information.
Yeah, yeah.
Fergus
Uh,
writes Young Sheldon.
yeah. I mean, as you guys know, I'm a huge Young Sheldon fan.
What happens in the end?
So the beloved character, George Sheldon Senior,
Hmm.
um, dies. He just fucking dies, I guess.
Hmm.
I was speaking to Chair. You remember
Yeah, yeah,
Chair from the
your good
last
friend
episode?
Chair, who we
Yeah.
know nothing
Uh,
about.
apparently he just has a heart attack off screen, and that's what the finale's about. So yeah.
Great.
Uh, we'll be watching, of course.
Oh yeah, we're massive Big Bang Theory fan.
I'll be bringing my own popcorn to that. I tell you.
It's such an unnecessary show.
Mm,
Like, I'm not personally a Big Bang Theory fan.
no.
A lot of people are. Like, you do you. It's I can get why some people would find it funny.
Mm,
Young Sheldon is
no.
another
It's.
level of terrible.
Did you see they're making a spin-off to Young Sheldon?
No, they're not.
Yeah, about his like sister or something.
Young Sheldon. Just Sheldon as a baby.
We should get old Sheldon, I think.
Oh, old Sheldon. Yeah.
Yeah,
We should get on the writing team. We should
for sure.
email whoever makes the show
I
and be
seen
like,
someone saying Michael Keaton should play old Sheldon.
I don't think Michael Keaton is lining up to play
He'll.
Sheldon
I
quite
think he'll
properly.
do anything these days, to be honest.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, Fergus, do you want to get to what we're
Can I say one more
actually?
thing?
Of course you can.
Okay. I finished the thick of it as well last night.
Oh, nice. Did
Yeah.
you enjoy it?
Mhm.
Have you watched the movie?
We're watching it tomorrow night.
Nice,
I
nice.
thought. Yeah, I thought it was a great finale. I think it kind of wrapped everything up really well.
Yeah, I've seen I've not seen the show in years. But it was one of my favorites when
Mm,
I actually like watched through it. I've not seen it in so long I can barely remember what happens in it.
sure.
I've seen like the first couple of seasons maybe twice, and then the later stuff I've not seen as much of.
Mm.
I remember personally preferring the early stuff to the
Yeah.
later stuff.
Yeah.
But the movie's really good.
I like the later seasons when they bring in what's her name? I forgot the actress name. Nicola Murray. I think she's a good character.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree.
I
But
like
the movie's really good.
Okay, yeah, we're watching it tomorrow night. James Gandolfini's in it, isn't
Yes,
he?
he is
Yeah,
in it. Yeah, it's really funny. But Peter Capaldi's just
fantastic.
hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Do you know who I really like in it?
Who?
I think Glenn's a legend, to be honest.
Mm.
Glenn slept on.
Glenn's cool.
Yeah.
What a guy. Yeah, it probably deserves a rewatch. Honestly,
Mm.
I think I've got all the DVDs somewhere, probably in that cupboard. But I've not watched it in years.
No, well, it was my first time watching it with my dad.
Yep.
First time
And
for both of us.
did your
Yeah.
dad enjoy it?
Yeah, he loved it as well.
I
I think
think
probably more than me.
yeah, I think I've shown a few episodes to my dad, and I think he likes it, but it's not hooked him enough to watch it all because I
Sure.
want an excuse to rewatch it. So I've
Mm.
like, Dad, come watch an episode of this, and he's been like, oh, that was fine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I think they're kind of episodes that would hold up to rewatch because it's so fast paced and there's
Yeah,
so many like good lines that you pick up and stuff the second
yeah,
time.
yep, definitely, definitely. My favorite line, and I'm personally not gonna quote any from the thick of it simply because it is incredibly vulgar.
Hmm.
But do you know the Star Wars line?
Yeah.
It's one of
Yeah.
the funniest lines in television history.
Yeah. It's
I was
so good.
dying when I saw that episode.
Uh, one of my favorite lines. I'm not gonna say it either, of course. I said it to you before I joined the
Yeah,
StreamYard. Yeah.
sure. And I know the one you're
Hmm.
talking about. But I'm pretty sure in that same Star Wars bit, like I can't remember the exact lines. Like he's got a tin something for a pal.
Yeah.
Like,
Tinfoil uh thing and like
they're all made out of Lego.
a bin for yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a
I
good
don't
show.
remember it, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Okay,
know a bit. Okay,
Fergus.
okay. Right,
What
let's
are
get
we
into
doing
this.
today? What have you got prepared for me?
Jack,
Mm-hmm.
I have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Letterboxd is?
I do know what Letterboxd is. I am
Excellent.
on it
Okay.
quite a bit.
Well, that's a good start. Okay. Do you know what a fan is on Letterboxd?
A fan.
A fan.
Like, if you're a fan of something, you like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but for you, you're a fan of Pulp Fiction, Karate Kid, Local Hero, and Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
If you're a fan of something, you have it in your top four.
Okay.
So what I've got here in front of me is the list of the top 250 films with the most fans. Have you seen
Okay.
this list before?
I haven't seen this list
Okay, that's good. Now, I'm not gonna expect you to go through all 250 of them,
Uh-huh.
but I've got 20,
Okay.
and so I'm gonna give you like an hour maybe to
Okay.
get through the top 20 films in Letterboxd with the most fans.
Okay.
Yeah, you up for it?
I'm up for it. I think I'm gonna suck.
You might do. I think there's a few you might not get, but you'll get some.
There's a
You'll
couple in my
definitely.
head that are already kind of going through. I've heard about how big they are on Letterboxd.
Sure. Uh,
Um.
for the top 25,
Mhm.
okay, I guess we're going for 25, not 20.
Okay.
I've written down 3 clues. So,
Okay.
if you need help with them, then I'll
Do I need
release
to
some
go in
clues.
order?
Well, I thought we'd go for the top 4 first,
Top four.
and then
Okay.
from there, you can go in any order you
This
like.
is gonna be tricky, Fergus.
Okay, just we'll
Okay.
start. Okay, we'll start the timer when this recording thing at the top hits 23,
Okay.
and then we'll stop at an hour 23.
Okay. Are we ready?
Okay, go. Just go. Okay, what do you think would be the top 4? If you were like the most
so
basic letterbox user of all time, what would be your top 4?
so I know the film with the highest letterbox score is Parasite.
Sure.
So is Parasite one of them?
Not in the top 4, no.
Okay.
Just name 4 films right now.
La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Ah. Oh, this is tricky, Fergus. I'm trying to think of like classic, like because Film Bros use Letterboxd, like,
Sure.
so I'm just trying to think of classic Film Bro movies. Um, but I'm Pulp Fiction.
Not in the top 4, no.
Is La La Land in the top four?
La La Land is in the top 4, and not
Okay,
only is it in the top 4, it's number 1.
it's number one.
Yeah,
Wow,
recently it overtook number 2.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter. Or
Mm-hmm.
sorry, X now. I'm pretty sure I saw that on
Yeah, you
let's
probably would have, yeah.
protestfully call it X. But I can't remember what it said it overtook.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this is so annoying. Okay, Film Bro movie. Is Star Wars the original?
No. I
Damn.
mean, you're not far away, I guess.
Empire?
No. I'll give you a first clue for number 2 if you want.
Okay.
It was released in the past decade.
Released in the past decade. The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, yeah, you got it.
um. Oh, I'm trying to like the main thing that's going through my head right now is films that first year film and media students are told to watch in class.
Sure.
Um. But see if you'd done the top 250 IMDb movies, Fergus, I would have
Hmm.
you. I'll say
I I
I'll say
figured that'd be the case.
I'll say I'll not do number two. I'll say Shawshank Redemption has been in the top four, seeing as it's generally considered to be one of the best films of all time.
It's not in the top 4. No.
The Godfather,
Not in the top 4.
Godfather Part Two,
Not in the top 4.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Not in the top 4.
Can I get my second clue for
Your
number two?
second clue for number 2 is giant scale.
Giant scale.
Hmm.
Scale.
Yeah, like it's big. It's a big film.
Oh, I thought you meant there was a giant scale in it.
No,
I
no,
was
it's not
thinking like
Jurassic
a
Park. No.
giant scale. Is it a Marvel movie?
God, no.
I was going to say Endgame.
No.
Um, damn, giant scale.
Mhm.
Will the third clue like completely give it away?
I think maybe not, but if you've seen the movie, you probably would.
Have I seen the movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, what's the
I'll
third clue?
check. Hold on. Um. Oh well, you've not logged it, but I think you probably have. The third clue is Matt Damon.
Matt Damon's in it. Am I dumb right now?
Yes.
A film released in the past decade with Matt Damon on a big scale.
Mhm.
A Bourne movie.
No. Okay, think film, bro. Here.
Film bro with Matt Damon. Oh, Good Will
Yeah.
Hunting.
No. In the past decade, Jack. Think about directors that film bros like perhaps could help.
Tarantino, Scorsese. Oh, The Departed.
Think
What?
about this.
Um.
Giant scale film
Uh-huh.
released in the past decade with Matt Damon.
Is Matt Damon the lead?
He's not the lead, but he is in it briefly.
Briefly. Can I get a year?
2014.
2014. Fergus, I think you've got me stumped.
Really.
A grand scale.
Mhm. Giant scale is what I put, but yeah. I seen it recently, well, a couple months ago in IMAX, if that helps.
An IMAX.
Mhm.
Fergus, I don't look at your letterbox. I don't
What?
know.
Uh,
I think you've got me here. I'm going to kick myself when I
okay,
hear
let's
this.
let's do the rest of the top 4 then.
Okay,
So
let's.
this next one,
Yep.
first clue will really help you out.
Yep.
Released in the past decade. Okay.
let's briefly
Okay,
go on to clue number 2.
uh, one of the stars of this film was the subject to some controversy last year.
Kevin Spacey.
No, no.
um, Controversy
Yeah,
stars last year. Ezra Miller.
no. Not massive controversy, but kinda in the film community.
Tom Hanks.
No.
I'm trying to think of someone that's went to Epstein's Island.
No, don't think that way, no.
Okay. Okay, what's clue number 3?
Best picture winner.
Best picture one of the last decade.
Mhm.
Okay, let's start working our way through best picture winners of the last decade. It'll not be Parasite, 'cause I said that. It will not be Shape of Water.
Mm,
It'll not be was it Coda? Did that not win?
Coda, yeah.
Um,
We talked about this last week, we talked about this movie.
in our top 10.
Not in our top 10, but we did
We did briefly
talk
talk
about
about the
it,
film.
yeah.
This is difficult, Fergus.
I know. That's why I had to write down clues.
You've gave me a good challenge here. Again, see if you gave me the IMDb top 250,
Mm,
I'd be sailing through them. Or like
figured
the
that'd be too
highest
easy.
grossing films or something.
Mm.
I've got them banked in my memory. But I've never looked at the Letterboxd. I think I've seen the Letterboxd most watched or Letterboxd
Yeah,
like top
sure.
250.
I was gonna do top 250, but I mean, I was looking at that and there's films in there I hadn't even heard of.
Yeah, I'm
So,
pretty sure Parasite is number 1 or is up there.
yeah, I think it's in the top 5, I think. I think, Harakiri is number 1 right now.
Okay. Can you tell me a year and I'll try and remember the best picture from that
Okay,
year?
2022.
20 Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Number 3, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm just gonna put in a thing here.
What was the second clue you had to that?
One of the stars of the film was the subject of some controversy last year.
Who?
Jamie Lee Curtis when she won Best Supporting Actress,
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
which we talked about last week, I think.
Yes, we did.
Okay, you ready for number 4 in the top 4?
Yes.
Okay, just think about really
See
popular
if you
movies.
say released in the last decade, Fergus.
Okay, you want your first clue?
Yes.
90s.
90s. A 90s film bro movie.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
You're,
V film bro movie, perhaps.
See, I always think the film bro movie being Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe. But then maybe this film,
Okay.
probably.
What's that one? I don't know why this keeps coming to my head. We watched a clip for it in class. I can never mind. Is it Kevin Spacey's in it? I know I've just mentioned him.
Oh, American Beauty.
Is it American Beauty?
It's not American Beauty.
Okay. A 90s film bro movie.
I think American Beauty's on the list, but not in the top 25.
Okay. What's my second clue? Or yeah, second clue.
We have very different opinions on this film.
Okay. Can I consult my Letterboxd question mark?
No, absolutely not. You're just gonna go and
um,
look at the list if I let you do it.
no, of course not. Can you tell me who's on the loving end scale and who's on the hating end scale?
I'm on the loving end on this
I'm
one.
on the hating end.
Yeah, not
That's
often.
rare.
Yeah,
That's very rare. You like the film. I don't like the film. As in, I really don't like the film.
yeah. I don't think you do at all, right? Or you think it's quite mid.
Mid.
Yeah.
A mid film bro 90s movie.
Mhm.
Again, I'll be kicking myself. What's the third clue?
Uh, it's, I feel really like I don't want to even say it. I've broken the first two rules, kind of
Oh,
thing.
Fight Club.
Yeah, Fight Club.
Fight
Yeah.
Club sucks, man.
Well,
I'll go
I
on record with saying Fight Club is a bad movie.
we can have this discussion another time, but you're definitely wrong.
It's the worst Fincher movie for sure.
Ah, you've not seen The Killer, have you?
Oh, I haven't seen The Killer.
No.
No, I've only, to be fair, I've only seen I think 6 Fincher movies.
Mm.
But it's definitely, by far the worst one I've seen.
I started working my way through his films, and then I watched The Killer, and I just gave up after that.
Yeah, he's done a lot of good. To be fair, he's a good director.
Mm.
But
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl's fantastic. That's
Gone
my
Girl's
favorite. I
elite.
think.
Me
Girls with
too.
Dragon Tattoo is good too. But Fight Club is not it, Fergus.
Okay, man. Okay. Okay, we need to get
Okay,
number 2.
number 2. So, what? Can you repeat the clues to me?
Released in the past decade.
Yep.
Giant scale.
Yep.
Matt Damon.
I cannot think of Matt Damon being in any movies from the past decade. But maybe I'm being extremely dumb.
I mean, he was in your favorite movie from last year.
Oppenheimer.
It's not Oppenheimer, but you're not. You're on the right. You're on the right track now.
Sorry, I went really quiet. I'm trying to.
You're getting close to it now.
I'm close with Oppenheimer. It's
You're
same
close to
kind of
Oppenheimer.
supporting role.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of.
The only other thing that I can think of with Matt Damon was that Nike movie, but
No,
it's not going to be
no.
that.
You're really gonna kick yourself, I think.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you probably have. I assume you have. It's
I've
like a
not seen a
film
lot
bro
of
rite
stuff,
of
Fergus.
passage.
A film bro rite of passage. Last decade, Matt Damon. I think you're going to have to tell me, Fergus, or give me another
Really?
clue. Can you give me another
Okay.
star?
Another star. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine and Matt Damon were in a movie together.
Yes, and they didn't have any scenes together, but yeah.
Oh, is that a Batman movie?
No. But I mean, if you're thinking Dark Knight again, you're not far away.
I'm not far away with The Dark Knight. Is it a superhero movie?
No. No, but like, okay, think about Dark Knight and think about Oppenheimer and think about what links them.
Nolan. A Nolan
Maybe.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
A Nolan movie with Matt Damon in it. That's not
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
it's
Am I
not
being
Oppenheimer.
Extremely dumb. Oh, it's Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar. You got it.
Yeah, Matt Damon's hardly in that movie.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say he was the lead.
Does he not get like sucked out of a door and like explodes and he?
No spoilers, of course,
Oh,
for
sorry.
Interstellar. Yeah,
Okay.
that does happen.
But I remember that's such a good jump scare. I remember
Mm.
crapping myself in the cinema when that happens. It's so effective. Okay, are we
Okay,
doing?
we've got the top four, so now we can just go in any order. And you've actually said a couple films that are on the list. So
Okay. Do you want to start? Do you want me to just start naming movies?
no, we'll just go through in order, and if you come up with the right answer for any,
Okay,
then
right. Number 5.
congrats. Number 5. I almost said the name of the movie just by looking at it. Okay, it was released in the same year as number 2,
What was number 2? Interstellar, 2014.
Interstellar, 2014.
Grand Budapest Hotel. That came out in 2014.
It did. It's actually number 26 on the list.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, what's my second clue?
Your second clue, it features an actor who met huge praise for his extremely accurate portrayal of a comic book character.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Nope.
An actor for his extremely realistic portrayal.
Or extremely accurate to the comic book character, yeah.
Christian Bale.
No.
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man stopped way before 2014.
Yeah, true.
This isn't a superhero movie, mind you, but
I'm trying to think of accurate. Robert Downey Jr.
no. It's not a
Mate.
huge role.
What's
Although
clue?
in this movie, he is.
What's clue 3?
It occasionally drags.
It occasionally drags. A long film.
It's not long, but there's definitely like points where it drags.
Your clues are tricky, man. I thought by
Yeah,
clue 3 you were going to be like,
no,
it
because
starts with this letter.
the thing is, like, I want the right kind of little cheeky clues, where you'll look
Yeah.
back and be like, oh, obviously.
Um. Okay, can you repeat all 3 clues and I'll
Okay,
get it.
released in 2014.
Yep.
Has an actor who met a lot of praise for his accurate portrayal of a comic book character,
Yep.
and it occasionally drags. It also sometimes kind of rushes through the pacing as well.
Oh, it's Whiplash.
Yeah, Whiplash. Yeah, you see
That
what I've
was.
done there.
I like the drag. Yeah, that's good, Fergus. Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
That's very good.
I
Who's the
spent
comic?
ages cooking
Oh,
that one up.
J.K. Simmons
Yeah,
as
J.K. Simmons. Yeah.
Spider-Man guy.
No, Miles Teller is Mr. Fantastic, of course.
Oh yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
and Fantastic,
Fantastic. Yeah.
everyone's favorite comic book movie.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it.
I'm really excited for the new one. I think it'll actually be quite good. The
I'm hyped
MCU
for it.
one.
They've failed it 3 times now, so they
Mm.
must get it right at some point.
Pedro Pascal's gonna be Mr. Fantastic. So
That's good casting. That is
yeah,
good casting. I love Pedro Pascal. What a
yeah.
guy. Okay, number 6.
Number 6, released in the noughties.
Okay, so that could be any movie released in the noughties. I'm guessing we're stopping at 2009. We're not going into 2010.
Yeah,
Okay.
2000 to 2009.
Okay. What's clue 2?
It's pretty forgettable.
Memento. When did that come out?
No,
That would be good.
that would have been good. I think that was 90 something. I think.
I'm now trying to read into your clues.
Well, yeah, it'd be wise to on this occasion.
Forgettable.
Forgettable.
Movies where people forget things. Finding Nemo.
No.
Movies where people forget things. Okay, what's clue number 3?
It was written by the director of one of my favorite films that we talked
In
about
your
last week.
top 4?
Not in my top 4, in my top 10.
Oh, Eternal Sunshine.
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
You got it.
That's the first one I've got where I've not needed you nudging me with help.
Yeah, I know. I thought Forgettable Clue was quite good.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. Charlie Kaufman wrote it, right?
Charlie Kaufman, that's right. Yeah, we are just talking about him earlier with
Yeah.
Anomalisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we up to? Number 7.
Number 7 now. Okay, your favorite clue, released in the past decade.
A lot of people like a lot of movies released in the past decade. It
Yeah,
seems.
I know. I've got some
Uh,
stats written down for this list that we can go over at the end,
yeah,
which
sure.
would prove it.
Okay. Clue number
Um,
2.
the title is a lie, in my opinion.
The title is a lie.
Yeah,
Ooh, I feel like that's a really good clue. I just can't think of a
I think
single
it
movie
is.
that would um like attribute to.
Sure.
Um, the title is a lie. I'm trying to think of like movies that have like a misleading title, like the title makes it seem all like happy or something. It's a really dark and depressing movie, like Euphoria being called Euphoria. It's the most
Sure.
depressing show ever.
You're kind of barking up the wrong tree with that.
Okay, is the movie about lying?
About lying.
You not say the title is a lie?
Yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of lying in it, perhaps. That could have happened.
Okay, I still got another clue for that one to
Yeah.
get?
One more clue.
Go for it.
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Hmm.
Is Bob Odenkirk in it? Mate, I know no movies with Bob
Yes, you do.
Odenkirk
You do. You definitely do.
apart from Nobody.
Mm-mm. To
Is
be fair, this is like a Matt Damon level role, except probably
oh,
even less than that.
what is Bob Odenkirk in? I vaguely remember watching something and him
Mm-hmm.
popping up and going, "That's Saul Goodman."
Mm-hmm. It
I've,
was probably this movie.
have I seen it? Do you think?
You've definitely seen it. You've seen it before I did.
Okay. Hmm. Can you read the clues again?
Released in the past decade. The
Yep.
title is a lie,
Yep.
and Better Call Saul.
The title is a lie. That's the one that's
That's
throwing
me
me
trying to
here.
be a bit of a jokester there. To be honest,
Being
I'll have
funny guy.
being a wee comedian. Yeah, I'll have to explain myself later.
um. Oh, I think I'm gonna need another clue, Fergus. This one's
Another
tricky.
clue. Okay, the director of this movie
Ah,
directed probably the biggest movie of last year.
biggest movie of last James Cameron.
What did he direct last year?
Was Avatar not last year?
Ah, that's 2022.
Was it?
Yeah, at the very end of it though.
Biggest film of last year. Nolan again.
No, although um, the movies are sort of go together, I suppose.
Greta Gerwig.
Mm-hmm.
Greta Gerwig directed this film. Little
There's
Women.
not many options.
Little Women.
Yeah,
Bob Odenkirk's in Little Women.
yeah, he's the dad.
So he is,
Yeah,
and that's the movie I was thinking of.
yeah, probably was. Yeah. See, I
Yeah,
said the title is a lie because the women are not that little, really. In
fair.
my opinion, they're about average height.
That's the most unfunny joke.
I thought it was quite good.
That is the genius.
Thank you.
Yeah, I remember watching that with I think it was Ryan and Courtney, and Bob Odenkirk popped up. Me and Ryan both went, "It's so good,
Mm.
man." Okay, that's fair.
Can
I get your clues now.
would just like to say, I think that's the last Gerwig film I'd have this high on the list. Just saying.
I disagree.
Actually, I've not seen that one she done. Whatever it is before Lady Bird. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I've not seen that either.
Everyone forgets that exists.
I think Ladybird's my favorite, probably.
So yeah.
Then Little Women, then Barbie. But I think I've got them all at 4.5.
Mm.
Okay, number 8.
Yep. Number 8. This is the first one to have released in the 80s.
80s
Yes.
films that released in the 80s. Let's go. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is not correct. It's not in the top 25. It is on this list somewhere, but
Okay.
yeah, not in the top
Um,
25.
what about I'm so determined to get one of these off the first clue, but it's never going to happen, is it?
Probably not.
Okay, what's clue number 2?
Well, can I just say the first clue for every movie is literally just decade it released. So,
Okay, okay,
the second clue, this isn't one where I'm trying to be funny or anything. I'm just describing a film here.
okay.
It's quite sad.
It's quite sad. Sad
Mm.
movie. Did you cry?
I didn't. I think you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Sad movie that I cried at that came out in the 80s.
Very
When
end of the
did
80s.
very early 80s
Very end of the 80s.
or the end of the 80s? So 89.
Possibly.
Okay. What films came out around that time? I'm just gonna I'm just gonna throw out a film. I know it's not it, but I'll
Mm-hmm.
just throw out a guess. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is the only film that I can think of that came out in '89.
No. I don't think it's even on this list. I think Raiders of the Lost Ark is the only Indiana Jones film in the top 250.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it in the top 25? Raiders.
Nah.
Damn. I would have genuinely said it was.
I love Raiders.
Oh, Raiders is fantastic. What's the film? What? You've only given me one clue so far. Is that right?
No, well, 80s and quite sad.
Is it Dead Poets Society?
It is Dead Poet Society. Yeah.
Yes, mate. I am.
Congrats.
It's literally because we were talking about it a few weeks ago when you were watched it for the first time, and I was
Sure,
like, it's
yeah.
such a sad ending.
It is, yeah. Do you want to hear a third clue for the movie?
Sure.
I put before sunrise because Ethan Hawke was in it
Oh,
before he
okay.
made Before Sunrise.
I probably would have definitely got it from that.
Mm.
I'm so proud of myself. That was
Yeah,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
you're not doing too bad.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9, released in the past decade. You've already said it.
I've already said it.
Hmm.
Wolf of Wall Street.
No, not in the top 25. It's on the list, but not in the top
Oppenheimer.
25. No.
What films have I said? I don't
It was
know.
one of the first ones you said.
When you told me think of films that will be in the top 25.
Mm-hmm.
Endgame.
No. Not in the top 25. It is on the list.
Okay. I can't remember.
Okay.
What's the next clue?
The director of this film made arguably his second biggest film at the same time and place as Park Chan-wook was when he was making Old Boy.
Repeat that clue.
Okay. The director of this film made arguably his second biggest film at the same time and place as Park Chan-wook was when he was making Old Boy.
So 2004?
3.
3.
But this movie didn't come out then. That was when the same director was making his second biggest film, probably.
Probably. And in the same place. So
In the same
Korea?
place. Korea, yeah. So think about Korean directors, I suppose.
Oh, is it Parasite?
It's Parasite, yeah.
Yes.
Third clue was just Best Picture winner.
Sure.
I think you probably would have gotten it from that.
Yeah, I'm actually I love Parasite.
Mm.
I'm genuinely shocked that it's the biggest film on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I mean, I think probably because it won Best Picture, that got, that would have raised a lot of, got a lot of attention.
I feel like it's a type of film that people that love cinema would love, but your average Joe would like, but not like truly love. So it shocks me. It's like one of the highest rated films on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. Well, I watched it for the first time last year, but I tried to watch it for a few years before that with my mum, and we got like 10 minutes in, and my mum was like, "Oh, let's turn this off." I was enjoying it, but okay.
I went to the cinema.
Subtitles, I guess.
I went to the cinema to see it with my mum and my dad, and mum didn't like it at all, but dad really enjoyed it. So
yeah, I think my dad would like it, but not sure about my mum.
Yep. Okay,
what subtitles and that. So
yeah, true. Are we up to number 10?
We're up to number 10 now. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one was released in the noughties.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just going to go ahead and ask for clue number 2 already.
sure. It features a lot of moral dilemmas.
A lot of moral dilemmas. Ooh. Have I seen it?
You've definitely seen it. There's no doubt in my mind that you've seen this.
I just want you one of these times to say you haven't seen it, so
Well,
I
we'll
don't
get to that
feel as
soon.
bad for not knowing
Oh,
it.
we'll be there soon. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Moral dilemmas. No. Clue 3.
Okay. Number 3 is probably the most iconic take on the villain.
The most iconic take on this villain. The villain
On the
that's in the
villain.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of moral dilemmas in that one. I think
Yeah.
you got the boat stuff.
Yeah. First thing
The
that came to
bit
my head was the boat thing.
with like Two Face and Maggie Gyllenhaal, and he has to save one of them. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think the Dark Knight, like writing clues for it, everything seemed a bit too obvious. So
I've
I don't know.
seen The Dark Knight so many times, but it was only in I think when we watched it in media class in like S5, I realized how funny Christian Bale is in that movie.
Mm,
Like the bit where he's having to save either Two Face or Rachel, Maggie
mm.
Gyllenhaal's character, he comes out and I'm pretty sure I think it's Commissioner Gordon says, "What one are you going to save?" And he goes, "Rachel." He like runs away. His voice in that is just
Yeah, no, his
so
voice really needs some work.
yeah,
I think Heath Ledger's really funny in it. I think
yeah,
people see him as like the scary Joker, but he doesn't. He's very funny too. I think maybe Jack Nicholson is probably funnier just because he's so over the top in that. But
yeah,
Heath Ledger is really funny, and I think.
yeah. I agree.
Okay, well, you're starting to run out of time here. So we're going to really race through them now.
Okay, number 11.
I'm really tempted to say the title of the film every time we move on to the next one, just 'cause it's the first thing I see.
You should do it. You should do it.
I should, yeah, probably.
It would really help.
Okay, this film released in the past decade.
Sure. Clue 2.
Okay, Nicolas Cage.
um, I really want to start just saying bad Nicolas Cage movies just for a laugh.
Well, yeah, go on then.
Wicker Man.
Willy's Wonderland was the answer.
No, I don't even. My brain believed you for a second there, and I was like, no chance.
I've seen Willy's Wonderland.
The
It's
Flash.
no. His credit for that got removed from Letterboxd, I think.
Did it?
Just yeah, fair enough, because I don't even think that's him. I know he
No,
filmed
it's
stuff for it, but I don't think what they used was actually
no,
him.
no. It's so obviously fake that bit.
Mm.
It's unreal. Okay, clue 3.
Easily the best film involving this character to date, in my opinion.
Okay. Is Nicolas Cage a main character in it?
He's
A
not
main
the
actor?
main, but yeah, he's supporting actor.
Okay. Have I seen this?
You've actually not seen this, no,
Okay.
which is shocking, and everyone watching right now is going to be absolutely horrified.
Have I seen another film with this character?
Definitely have seen
Okay.
another film with a character, not the same actor or anything now.
Okay. I'm trying to think of characters that changed actors. And the
Well, this is
only
this is a different take on the character as a whole, to be honest.
like a kind of reboot kind of thing.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. And it released in the last decade.
In the last decade,
Hmm.
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Not in your top 10.
Not my top 10. No.
It's going to start going through them again. This is just episode repeats itself. Um, trying to think of Nicolas Cage's recent films, but the only
Sure.
ones I can think of are generally considered like fine movies. They're not going to be top 25 material.
Mandy should be in the top 25.
The only one I can think of is the one he done with Pedro Pascal. I can't remember the name
Oh,
of
the unbearable weight of massive
it.
talent. Yeah.
Yeah. What else has he been in?
You might not know he's in this, to be honest.
Yeah, if I've not seen the film, it might not stand out to me that Nicolas Cage
Mm.
is a part of it.
Um,
When did the first film with this character come out?
first like mainstream film of this character, like 2001, I think.
Ghost Rider.
No, no.
um, this is a tricky one. I think you've got me here, Fergus.
Yeah. Okay,
Can
I'll
I
give
get
you one more clue.
okay?
A sequel to this movie came out last year.
A sequel came out last year. I probably didn't see that one, seeing as I hadn't seen the
No,
first one.
you did not. No.
Was it that movie 2, or did it have like a
Yeah, that
subtitle?
movie too.
That
Oh
movie.
well, yeah, it was a different title. Yeah,
Oh, it was a different title.
yeah.
I think you've got me here, Fergus.
All right, you want to know?
Sure.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Sure. Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah,
Spider.
should have gotten that, Jack. You should watch it. I
I
think
definitely should. I've got the Blu-ray. I could
you
put
really
it in
you gotta
anytime I
do it,
like.
man.
I've got the Blu-ray for both of them.
Dude,
I've just not watched either of them yet.
Nicolas Cage is in it as Spider-Man Noir.
I did know Nicolas Cage was in the first one.
Hmm.
Is he in the second one?
Not really, no.
Okay. I did know he was in the first one, to be fair. I remember when it came out, hearing that he was in it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I definitely need to watch it. I think I'm holding out for. I think my mate Harvey wants to watch it with me. He's a big fan of it.
Sure.
I think
Okay.
I'm kind of holding out for him. But I'm excited to watch it because I've genuinely heard
You
not a bad thing about it.
you should be. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay,
Okay,
number 12.
number 12 now.
I took
Okay.
too long in that one. I need to start speed
Yeah,
run.
well, you might struggle with the next few.
Oh, great.
Oh, you're really gonna struggle with the next like 5. Oh
Great.
god.
Thanks for
If
the
you
vote of
struggled with
confidence.
like Interstellar, then this is gonna be hopeless. Okay. This one released in the 90s. I'm just gonna
Okay.
go straight to clue 2.
Yes, please.
It's visually delightful as well.
Visually delightful.
Visually stunning.
I can think of a lot
Visually
of films that came out in the noughties that are visually delightful.
well, okay. If I say clue 3, that'll help you out a little bit, I think.
Go for it.
It beat Ice Age for best animated feature that year.
So
Somehow.
2001?
Yeah.
Disney?
No.
Pixar?
Nope.
DreamWorks?
Nope.
What are these movies, Fergus?
I don't
Have
know. I didn't pick
have I
them.
seen
You
this?
know. You've not.
Okay. An animated movie that beat Ice Age.
Mm,
First of
yeah, I
all,
mean,
that's shocking.
that really narrows it down, doesn't it?
Ice Age is a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
I don't care
brilliant.
what it is. It didn't
Love the
deserve to
wee
be Ice Age.
squirrel going about with his nut.
Ice Age 3 Dawn of the Dinosaurs is actually quite a good film. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, I don't know if this video is gonna get a lot of hate comments seeing as I've slated Fight Club and now praising Ice Age
Yeah.
3 Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Animated movies 2001.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no, it can't be that. No,
Go on.
I've changed my mind. No, I was gonna say Happy Feet
No,
just because I know that one best animated feature.
shockingly, but I mean, it was a rough year. To be fair,
Yeah,
I think it'd be like Cars. That was like the top contender. So
it's not Disney and it's not Pixar.
it's not Disney, not Pixar,
Is
not
it
DreamWorks.
Studio Ghibli?
It's Studio Ghibli.
Is it Spirited Away?
It is Spirited Away.
Ooh.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were gonna get that one, to be honest.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
I have seen it. I think it's fantastic.
I've
I
heard.
think it's wonderful.
I've not seen any Studio Ghibli movies, but it's definitely something I want to get
I've
into.
seen Letterboxd done an interview with Colin Farrell, and he put that in his top 4.
Yeah.
My goat, Colin Farrell. Yeah, he.
Again, it's one of those films that I've heard nothing but good things about.
Mm,
But I don't think I've heard one person say a negative thing about it.
mm.
So
No, yeah,
that should tell me something, eh?
I don't know if it's better than Ice Age though. Really, yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen Spirited Away, but Ice Age in a different league.
No, for sure, for sure. Okay, this next one we're gonna really struggle here because neither of us have seen this.
Okay.
Um, I released in the nineties.
Yep.
Uh, and the lead actress in this movie plays Elizabeth Swann.
Keira Knightley.
Kieran. I think
Keira
she's the lead
Knightley movie.
actress in this. I should
What's
check.
that
Yeah,
movie
she is.
that
I
she
can't
done?
tell you.
That one directed by James Mangold. What's that movie?
Not what you're looking for.
Okay. Do you know what? You could be playing a real, like, a difficult one. Just say Pirates of the Caribbean. You've given me the exact character name and the clue. That movie is called Girl Interrupted.
It's not that.
Okay. I know she's in that.
I can give you a third clue.
Sure.
The BBC adaptation of this story is
Oh,
mentioned in Barbie.
Sense and Sensibility. One of them.
Almost. You're almost
Something
there.
like that.
It's basically the same title but
Pride and
different words.
Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah. Sure.
Uh, let me just.
Yeah, they mentioned. Is it the Colin Firth one they mention?
The Colin Firth one, yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen Pride and
Me
Prejudice.
neither. I was
Not
gonna
not
say
rushing to see Pride and Prejudice anytime soon.
the lead actor plays Tom Wamsgans in Succession, but I don't know if you've seen Succession, so
I've
I
never
didn't
seen
didn't know.
Succession.
This is fantastic, Jack.
I watched the BAFTAs the other day, and the amount of things it was nominated for was insane.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've heard just nothing but good things.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
right,
speed this along. You've only got like 20 minutes left.
Okay, let's
I
go.
might have to give you a wee extension if you aren't able to get all
Yeah.
these. Okay, this one released in the 90s,
Okay.
same year as Fight Club.
Okay. Pulp Fiction.
No. Although you've just named Pulp Fiction, which is number 17. So
Okay.
there you go.
Excellent.
I don't know why I'm writing these down in the chat here, but just to keep track, I guess. The name of this movie is like a Watch Mojo video.
Top 10. What?
Yeah, I mean you're getting there.
Top Gun Maverick.
No, forget that word. Think about the other part of it.
10.
Oh.
10 things I hate about you.
Yeah, you got it. My third clue was starring probably the most popular Joker.
That's in the top 25 movies.
Yeah, 14. No, it's not the top 25 movies. It's movies with most fans. Remember, so a lot of people have 10 things I hate about you in their top 4.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I don't see where all the hype's coming from for it, to be honest. But
I don't think I've seen it.
me and Mark,
Years ago.
me and our friend Mark, saw it in the cinema a couple months ago. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I don't think it's like that good. Like
That was a good clue about the Watch Mojo. That was funny. I like that.
thank you.
Okay,
There's movies that are. Should we just?
We need to speed run these, Fergus.
Yeah,
I've only got
okay.
like 15 minutes left. I've
So
got
the
like
thing
10
is,
movies to get through.
this next one is an issue because neither of us have seen this again.
Okay.
So what I've done for this clue,
Mm-hmm.
is I'm just gonna give you one clue. I'll tell you release them in naughties as well, but that wouldn't help you. I'm just gonna give you the name of this movie, but I'm gonna change every word.
Okay.
Shouts Wandering Fort.
Shouts Wandering Fort. Have you done like opposites?
No.
Shot.
Shout.
Shout.
Like shout, kind of thing. Yeah.
Shout Wandering.
Shouts Wandering Fort.
Shouts Wandering Fort.
Mm-hmm.
So are these like words that mean the same thing?
Yes.
If I just start naming words that mean shouts, will you tell me when I hit it?
Okay.
Yells.
Nope.
That's all I've got.
You'd be better starting with the last word, I think.
Forts.
Mm-hmm. Well,
As
just
in
one.
like a fort. As in like
like a fort.
You build to play snowball fights, like that kind of fort.
Yeah, sure, yeah. What? Well, okay. Look behind you. Look behind you. There's one on your left behind you. Other side.
That's my right, Fergus.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's different for me. What do you see on your right?
Lego
No.
Castle,
Yes. Castle.
Disney Castle,
No, but okay. Castle. You got castle. Okay.
Howl's
Okay.
Moving Castle,
Yes. Yes. Howl's Moving Castle. Perfect.
Shouts, fucking what was it?
Shouts Wandering Fort. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Um. Okay. Okay. Next one. 2010s.
Okay,
It features a lot of Rocky Horror references.
I love Rocky Horror references.
Yeah, and by the way, you've not seen this, I think.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. I thought it was overrated.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me my third clue.
It is the second film on this list to feature Emma Watson's questionable American accent.
um, I'm trying to think of Emma Watson movies now that aren't Harry Potter.
Mm.
She doesn't do an American accent in that, to the best of my knowledge.
No, no.
What was that movie she done?
I can't tell you.
It won't be in the top 25 though. I'm thinking about really niche things.
Well, say it.
The Bling Ring. Is that what it was
Oh,
called?
no, okay, okay. No, never mind.
I think she's American in that.
She's not in that. Well, no, she might be in that. It's not on the list.
So 2010s,
Oh,
did you say?
yeah, I'll tell you the year 2012.
2012.
Do you want a bonus clue since you've not seen it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Ezra Miller is also
Oh, whatever is, it's terrible.
yeah.
Nah, I think you've got me. I don't know anything that Emma Watson. That movie, Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot of
I've never seen it.
Rocky Horror references in that. They go to like the midnight shows and all that.
As soon as you said Ezra Miller, I was like, I don't know anything about that man. And then my brain went, oh, he was in that teen movie that came out in like 2012.
Yeah, yeah, overrated. Didn't like it.
Yeah,
Would not
yeah.
have
I've
it
never seen it.
on my top 200.
I remember when I was younger, so many people like freaking out about it. Teen girls being like,
Yeah, it's
"It's the greatest movie ever." Like,
a
I
lot of
can't
people
believe
seem
that's
to
in
think
the
that way still.
top 25 most fans. That's
I
also a
know.
bit mad.
I don't know anyone that has it in their top 25. Same
No,
with like 10 Things I Hate About You, but I don't know. I guess we're following the wrong
it
people or
feels
something.
like one of those films that everyone likes fine, but
Yeah,
like top 4 material, no chance.
I gave it 3.5, and that's pushing it.
Yeah, fair. Okay, what's the next one?
The next one, next one's Pulp Fiction, but you got with it.
Awesome.
Okay, so after that, The Naughties. It features Brian Cox.
Succession.
No, that would if Letterboxd had TV shows, that would be in the top 25. Like
I've tried
TV
using
shows.
the TV show app. I can't remember
Oh
what's
yeah,
whatever
whatever
it's
that
called,
is. Yeah,
but it's so hard to use. I hate
that's what I've heard. Yeah, I
it.
think are Letterboxd adding TV shows like some point this year?
Are they? That would
I
be
think so. Yeah.
excellent if they do. Yeah. So Brian Cox is in it.
Yes, very very minor role.
Oh, okay. Next clue.
This movie was discussed in great length last week.
By me or by you?
By me, I suppose.
As
I'll
in, it was
give,
in your top 10.
yep. So that gives you 10 films to go through.
This is when I forget your full top 10 list, Fergus. Don't. The only ones I can remember is Shaun of the Dead. It's not Shaun of the Dead. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Is he in
Fantastic
that?
Mr. Fox.
Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Remember, I told you this last week. He's like a news reporter in it.
Oh, so you did.
Yeah. I
Shit.
was hoping you'd kind of retain that. But
Okay, no,
I can't believe you can't remember my top 10. I can remember yours.
in that ear and out the other, Fergus.
I remember your whole list.
No, you don't. You lie.
Yeah.
On you
I
go
can do
then.
in order, probably.
Go.
Maybe not in order, but Apollo 13,
No, right.
Jaws.
They've heard all this. I was kidding.
Okay, sorry. Go and watch last week's episode if you want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is from the 90s.
Yep.
It stars the main character from a movie called The Player. I don't know why I wrote that clue because I don't think you've seen it, and I
What
don't
is the
think
player?
it's a comedy about a movie like executive,
When did you
like
say
a
it came
producer.
out?
90s.
Okay. What's the next clue?
This will give it away quite rapidly, I should think. It's currently in our friend Mark's top 4.
Return of the King.
Nope,
La La Land. We've had
nope.
that. Have we not? Yeah.
1990s. So
Oh, sure. Shawshank Redemption. We've had that.
Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, okay. I did
But
name that one earlier.
yeah. I was when we're doing the top 4, so didn't allow that.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
Okay. Number 20. This is a movie shockingly I've not seen, and you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
That,
Released in the 90s.
that very rarely happens, by the way.
Well, actually, the next like 4 films or something are gonna be the same.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm feeling proud of myself. I've seen movies. Look
yeah,
at
but
me
you've
go.
not seen The Perks of Being a Wallflower, so you
I'm
know.
normally the guy, and my friend group makes fun of me all the time because of it.
Mm,
I'm meant to be the film guy, and then somebody will bring
yeah,
up a movie, and I'm like, I've never seen that.
yeah.
Sorry, on you go.
Okay. Naughties.
Mhm.
Um, Keith David is in it.
Who's Keith David?
You don't know Keith David?
No.
He's an absolute legend. Okay, well,
Can I Google a picture of Keith David? Question
okay.
mark.
It won't help you having a picture of him. Though, I'll tell you that much.
But I'll
No, wait.
know
You'll
who he
see. You'll
is.
see films that he's in. No, don't
Oh,
put that phone down. No,
okay, okay,
no.
okay, okay, Fergus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Is the second film that's been mentioned on this list, which beat up for best animated feature in 2009.
2009. Disney,
No, I don't.
Pixar,
What studio is this? Let me check.
DreamWorks.
Leica.
I have no idea.
You've seen it. I think. Yeah, you have.
I've seen it.
Yep, stop motion.
Stop. Oh, that came out earlier though. I was going to say the Tim Burton one, Nightmare Before Christmas. That was early in
No,
2000.
that is on the list, not in the top 25. It's actually the shortest movie on the list.
Ah, cool.
76 minutes.
Stop motion movie that I've seen.
Mm-hmm. It's quite similar to Nightmare Before Christmas, I suppose.
I don't know.
Okay, should I tell you?
Go for it.
It was Coraline.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've seen that film once and forgot all about it.
Okay. The next one released in the 70s.
Okay. Oh, is this the earliest one we've had?
I think so. Yeah.
When did The Godfather come out?
Oh, you got it. Yeah. That's it. That's the one. My second clue was it's fairly obscure, which it's not. I don't know why I wrote that. I was gonna just skip that clue. I feel sheepish for having written it, to be honest.
It's
And
fairly
then
obscure.
yeah,
Biggest movie of all time.
and then the third clue was it was directed by Nicolas Cage's uncle.
Yes, I would actually have
Yes.
got it from that
Mm.
if I hadn't.
Okay. Next one.
What number are we up to? 23?
22.
22. Okay, I could do this. There's
Okay.
still hope.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Released in the past decade. It's the
Yep.
second movie on this list to feature a memorable scene involving a peach.
Involving a peach.
A peach.
What's the other movie with a memorable scene involving a peach?
Okay,
that we've already
maybe
had?
in the first movie, that was mentioned, the peach scene wasn't as memorable as in this movie. This scene
What
has a
movie?
very memorable peach scene.
What movie was the first peach scene?
Parasite.
I cannot remember a peach scene in Parasite.
The cleaner in the house is allergic to peach, so they get peach shavings to get rid of her.
Got you. But this
This
is
is
a
a
very
different thing.
memorable peach scene.
The most memorable peach scene, probably. I don't think cinema's ever seen another more memorable peach scene.
What's number 3? Clue number 3.
It, starring Paul Atreides.
I've seen this.
You've seen it, I've not.
A scene involving a peach.
Involving a peach.
Do you know, I could not tell you a single movie.
Well, you're gonna feel a bit silly about this because we were talking about this movie at like the very start of the podcast.
Oh, as in when we were talking about what we'd seen recently.
Yep.
All
It
I
was
mentioned,
brought up at that point.
Fergus. You do know I've got a brain like a sieve. Information goes
Yeah,
in.
it seems that way. I mean, you couldn't even get Interstellar.
Um, I like how I got films that I haven't even seen.
Yeah.
So then I got Interstellar.
Uh,
When did this film come out? Did you say the noughties?
it came out in 2017.
2017.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of my 2017 ranking. Did I like
Do you
the
want
movie?
another hint? I don't know. I think you did.
Okay. What's my other hint?
You watched it on an airplane.
Oh, Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name. Do you
Sure.
remember the peach scene?
No.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of a wrong movie then, but I'm pretty sure this is the right one.
Yeah, Fergus, I literally remember nothing about it. So much so I
I,
haven't rated it on Letterboxd.
I believe, yeah, you haven't. I believe what happens is this fellow, for want of a better term, ejaculates into a peach. To my
Oh,
understanding.
yes. So when you
Yeah.
said that, something did click in my brain.
Yes.
Yes.
Moving on swiftly. Okay, this next film, released in the 90s. It the next installment in the franchise seems to be in a bit of jeopardy at the moment.
Jeopardy. Is
Mm,
it a long franchise?
not
Oh,
that long.
is it A? No, it won't be that. I was going to say Mission Impossible
No.
because they had the whole name changing thing.
Sure, yeah. Stupid though.
I'm going to have a Blu-ray that says Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Mm.
Never going to be a Part 2 to it. Okay, what's the third clue?
Shaggy is in it.
Oh, Scream.
Yeah, Scream.
Scream. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you've got 5 minutes to get these last two. It could happen.
Did you hear? Sorry, I'm gonna
Okay.
start speaking. Did you hear about apparently what they're doing with Scream 7?
No.
Apparently, Scream 5 and Scream 6 are books by Gail Weathers. They never
Yeah,
happened.
no, I did actually hear that. Yeah, that's right. Is this so they can write out like Jen Ortega and Melissa Barrera?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
literally.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I've got 2 left.
2 left. Okay.
I
This
got
next
that.
one is from the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty mental and confusing film.
2010 Inception.
Inception. Yep. Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Come on,
Here we
come on,
go.
come
Here we go. Here we go.
on.
Okay. I'm confident. I believe in you.
What was your third clue for Inception?
I was gonna say it was from an acclaimed director and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, in
Oh
hopes
yeah.
that you would maybe go for Shutter Island.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Sure. Okay.
okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. 2010s.
Yep.
It's an unhinged descent into a warped psyche. You can tell I just stopped giving just stopped giving a shit about writing clues at this point. Just wrote like synopsis.
Yeah.
Just wrote little lines they'd put on the poster.
Yeah, Fergus Clark review. Nah, clue 3.
It was the last film that was shown on our university course. Yep, in
Well, it wasn't there.
yeah, you were not there. It's strangely
Oh,
out
the
of
one
character.
with Thingy in it, Natalie Portman.
Yep.
The Darren Aronofsky movie that I can never remember the name of, the one about the ballerinas.
Mm-hmm.
I will get it. It'll come
You've
to
got
me.
2.5 minutes to get it.
It's called Black Swan.
Black Swan. Let's go.
Yes!
Let's go. Well done, Jack.
Oh,
Congrats.
I'm so
That
proud of.
was that was ten. That was last. That was down to the final seconds there. Really
Yeah,
down to the wire.
yeah. Nah, it's, like I should have got a lot of the earlier ones quicker than I did.
Yeah, probably. Probably Interstellar would have been.
Interstellar was shockingly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
can you
was
tell
I
me
was
the top four
disappointed.
again, just out of interest?
Top four: La La Land number one,
Hmm.
Interstellar number two,
Hmm.
Everything Everywhere All at Once number three, and Fight Club number four. So if you were the most basic Letterboxd user on the planet, that would be your top four.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna switch them to my top four.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Did you say you've got some stats and stuff that you can go through?
Yeah. I've got some stuff that I noticed. Okay. There's 8 films from my top 10 that are on this list. The
Okay.
only two that aren't are Shaun of the Dead and George of the Jungle. Shockingly, George of the Jungle is nowhere to be found.
Yeah. I wonder how
Sh-
many of mine would be there. I don't think very
well,
many.
6 of your films are in the top 10.
What's
The ones that are missing are The Karate Kid, Local Hero,
yeah.
Walk the Line, and Apollo 13.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Um, Shaun of the Dead used to be on it because I first saw this list months ago. Shaun of the Dead used to be on it, but I guess something
I
must
can't
have
believe
overtaken
George
it.
the Jungle's not in the top
I know. It's because
255.
not enough people have seen it.
Yeah,
You know what? If Perks of Being a Wallflower can be in the top 25, where's George of the Jungle? Like,
exactly. Preach. Preach.
uh, I've got some surprising films. I think I did not expect these movies to be here at all.
Okay.
The Hunger Games and The
Okay.
Hunger Games Catching Fire are both on the list
What?
in the
Hungry
top 250 with the
Fire.
most fans. Hmm?
Catching Fire's a bad movie.
Yeah, from what I hear.
It's a
Um,
bad film.
It 2017. I
What
was
is
very
this
surprised to
list?
see that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, who's got 8 in their top 4?
Yeah.
Um, Cars. You know, I know a lot of people like Cars. I didn't think it was that big.
A lot of people will be surely ironically putting Cars in their top four.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people were very nostalgic for Cars, but
To be fair, I love Cars personally. I know a lot of people don't
I will not say a thing.
like you, um,
Yeah,
but
I mean it's
I
the
get
best of a trilogy. I'll say
that's not
that.
hard.
No, no, not at all.
But I genuinely I really love Cars. I think I've got Cars at a 4.5.
I don't even know what I've got. Probably like if I've got it at 3, that I was being generous. I think.
Yeah,
Sorry to all the Cars fans. You know what? I'll put it to 3. That's my promise to you. I'll put it to 3. All you
he's
Cars fans, if it's not at
he's got
3.
he's got 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
uh, um, yeah, I mean that's the kind of class rating you wouldn't expect to get from Cars 2.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Michael Caine plays a spy car.
yeah, hell yeah.
They
Oh,
thought everyone loved Mater from the first one. Let's make the Mater movie.
sure, and let's make Young Mater.
Yeah, Cars 2. Cars 2 isn't great. I don't hate Cars 2. Like, I'm not one of the people that despises it, but
I
it's not a good film by any
I
means.
I don't think it's the worst movie ever made. There's like when you watch a movie like Cars 2, you can at least respect like a lot of work went into the animation.
At least
Something
we can
like Food Fight. Like you can't say that about Food Fight.
at least we can agree the Good Dinosaur's worse.
Yes, yes,
Good
worst Pixar
Dinosaur
movie.
is such a bad
Absolutely
film.
hate it.
I
Um,
despise the Good Dinosaur. And have you
mm,
seen Turning Red?
yeah, I'm not big on Turning Red.
That's
A lot of people do
no,
like it, but
no, Turning Red.
yeah, yeah. A lot of the new Pixar stuff hasn't really been my cup of tea. I thought Luca was okay, Soul was alright,
I've
Lightyear
not
was terrible.
seen many of them. I think Turning Red is the only one I've actually seen. It's not Toy
Uh,
Story 4 if you count that as new Pixar.
sure. What do you think of that?
The worst of the four, but still a
Sure.
good film.
Yeah, it's fine. I liked the fork. I thought the fork was pretty cool
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
movie.
Was he? Is it Sporky?
Sparky, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
what a guy.
maybe Forky.
Maybe
One of
Forky.
them.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to Toy Story 5 at all.
No, me neither.
It should have ended at 3, and then it should have
Mhm.
ended at 4, and then they've done a fifth.
Yeah, I remember when they were making Toy Story 4, I heard Tom Hanks being like, "Oh yeah, I was crying recording the final lines of Toy Story 4." Like, okay, so surely you should realize then maybe we shouldn't make Toy Story 5.
Is Woody even going to be in the fifth one?
I think so.
That's terrible. Why would you do that? That was the end of his character.
I know. I know. Um, Lightyear was really bad. Don't waste your time with that.
Yeah, I probably will watch Lightyear when I do a Pixar watch through, but I think I'll watch it once and then never watch it again.
I'm just saying, our friend Mark will try to gaslight you into thinking that Lightyear is a good movie. Don't listen to him. He has no
I
idea what he's talking about.
I remember being fairly hyped for Lightyear. Like, I remember seeing the trailers and being like, "This looked good. It's a new, original way to do to continue the Toy Story franchise,
Mm,
I guess." And then it came out, and I saw the reviews it got, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to go see that.
yeah, I had
I'll
it.
not waste my time."
I had one of the worst cinema experiences of my life, and there was people taking pictures of it with like their flash on. There was kids running around with no parents in sight. It was horrible. I mean, my
Yeah,
dad were miserable because we
yeah,
were planning a trip to the cinema because my mum was going out like over a weekend. She was going away somewhere, so we're like, okay, we'll go to the cinema to see Nope. Um,
yeah.
we got the wrong week, so we had to
Oh,
see Lightyear instead.
great.
Much would have preferred Nope. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
imagine.
Okay, other surprising entries on the list: Evil Dead 2. Just I mean, a lot of people like that. I've not seen it,
I
but
was going to say that's not as surprising
yeah,
as the likes of Cars,
yeah.
but yeah,
There's only one Harry Potter film on the list. Can you guess what it is? It's the best one. So
Prisoner of Azkaban.
yeah, best one.
Also known as the second worst Harry Potter movie. And I will go on
By,
record
yeah,
with
no
saying
one as
Prisoner of
that.
Azkaban
Absolutely no
is
one.
an overrated film.
It is not. Okay. Maybe shouldn't be on this list to be fair, but yeah, okay.
No, there's six other films that deserve to be on the list over Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yep, and none of them are in the Harry Potter series. Um, Mamma Mia makes an appearance. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I actually quite goated to be honest. I respect that.
Yeah,
You got a favorite song from Mamma Mia?
the thing that shocked me about Mamma Mia when I first watched it is how bad the singing is in it.
Sure, yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, what is he?
Oh god,
What's he
yeah.
doing? What's he doing in that movie?
You got a
Um,
favorite song at all?
Does Your Mother Know?
Sure, okay.
Is
Yeah.
probably my favorite song.
You know what? I mean, it's a bit of a weird song, like lyrics wise,
Yeah,
perhaps, but it's pretty funky. I can like vibe to it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, what's the Slipping Through My Fingers? That's always it's a
sure.
good one. What about you? What's your favorite Mamma
Um,
Mia song, Fergus?
I'm I'm trying to think. I remember at the end of Mamma Mia 2. Have you seen Mamma Mia 2?
I haven't.
Uh, Spoiler alert, perhaps. I don't know. At the end of Cher comes out of a helicopter and starts singing Fernando,
That
as I
sounds
recall.
fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I've not seen it in a few years, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes down at the
I'm
end.
now adding Mamma Mia 2 to the top of my watch list,
Hell
Fergus.
yeah,
I want to see
hell yeah.
Cher come out of a helicopter and sing Fernando.
You know exactly what's gonna happen when you introduce a character in a Mamma Mia movie called Fernando.
Yeah,
Like, you're just setting up for that.
exactly.
I only remember songs that were in Mamma Mia too, because Waterloo was in the.
Yeah, I've only seen the first one, so
Yeah, I've seen both of them.
the winner
I
takes it
remember
all's in the
Winter
first
Takes It All. Yeah, that's Pierce Brosnan though. Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Um. Oh, Money, Money, Money's in the second one as well. I keep thinking one's from a second one.
Are they doing a third one?
I think so. Yeah.
What are they going to call it? Because Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is such a
Mm,
good title.
Mamma Mia steals the show again. I don't know.
What's the next line in Mamma Mia? 'Cause Mamma Mia,
My,
Here We
how
Go
could I
Again.
resist you?
Mamma Mia, How Could I Resist You is the name of the third one. Done.
Yeah.
Sorted.
Okay. I'm done with
Give me
it.
my paycheck.
Oh yeah. By the way, spoiler alert: Mamma Mia dies in the second one. She dies. Oh, it's like young Sheldon's dad. She dies off screen in between movies.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia dies.
Okay, here's one that I was shocked by. Saltburn is on the top
Yeah,
250.
that's a bit mad.
Yeah, I don't like Saltburn as much as I did when I watched it.
Yeah,
I
I really liked Saltburn. I think I was just surprised with how much I liked it because
Sure.
it was one of those films, and I hate to say I do this, but I'd kind of made my mind up on it without
Mm,
seeing it.
I was the same. Yeah,
I kind of thought this is going to be a pretentious pile of crap,
sure. And then it
and
was.
it kind of is.
Yeah.
It kind of is, but it's
I think
also I think it's a good script.
okay, I don't because you see at the end, right,
Yeah.
when everything gets revealed, I was genuinely sitting there thinking, this is literally a Saw movie. This is what happens at the end of every Saw movie where they flash back to like whatever
All
was
you need
happening
is
before.
the do do do
Yeah,
do
exactly.
do
If they
do
put
do
Hello
do
Zap
do.
over it instead of Murder on the Dance Floor, it would literally be a Saw movie.
He walks out of Rosamund Pike's room. Game over. Shut.
Slams the door. Yeah, I watched it in the cinema because that night I was going to see Thanksgiving as well.
Yep.
So I thought, well, this is on before I'll go and see it just to kill some time. And
Sure.
I liked it, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10, but it could go to an 8. And
Hmm.
the more I thought about it, the more I'm thinking it could go to a 6. So
Okay.
yeah,
I think I've
uh,
got it as a 8, a 4 out of
okay.
5.
The,
Um.
the more I sit with it, the more I think this was not that impressive to me. I like the bit where they're watching Superbad. I think that's great. Seeing Richard E. Grant like watching Superbad is something really special, I think.
I thought the humor in it was really well done. I
Mm,
laughed out loud more than I thought I would.
mm. Yeah,
Um.
Richard E. Grant's always good, always
Oh, I
welcome.
love Richard E. Grant.
Same with Rosamund Pike.
Yeah, the cast is really good in it. I think the cast is
Mhm,
brilliant. Um. There were, like, as I said, there was some pretentious moments,
sure.
definitely, where it
Yeah,
felt like the filmmaker sitting back going, "Ah, look at what I've created."
yeah, Emerald Fennell, is that her
Yeah.
name?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that's, like, her last film, Promising Young Woman's meant to be quite pretentious as well. I've
Yep.
not seen it, so I'm not, gonna comment on that, but
Yeah. I've not seen it either.
yeah.
I check it out now that I've seen Saltburn.
Sure. She was in Barbie, I think. She was,
Yes.
Midge. Yeah.
Yes, she was. Yep.
Okay, only a few more, films I thought were quite surprising.
Hmm.
Beautiful Boy. Have you heard of
Uh,
this movie?
is that the
This is
Steve Carell?
Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet. I assume Timothy Chalamet is the reason why it's on this list. I think he plays, like, a drug addict or something, and Steve Carell's his dad.
That's
Um,
quite surprising. I don't know anyone
yeah.
that loves that movie.
I don't know anyone that's seen it.
Yeah, that is also true. I
I've se I see it
count
when I
one
go on
person to see.
Prime, and I'm like, maybe I'll watch that sometime, but I've not done it.
I wonder how many of my friends on Letterboxd have seen Beautiful Boy. See if it's more than I
Mm,
think it is. I'll guess about 2.
I yeah, I mean,
Oh, whoa. It's a popular movie.
really?
Yeah.
Damn, jeez.
It's just the
Wait,
people.
how many of my friends have seen it? Hold on. Is this, like, ho
What is this movie?
well, 5 of my friends have seen this.
I don't even remember it coming out.
What?
I just remember it existing. Like,
Huh?
I can't
What?
remember it coming out. I remember it just being there one day and, like,
Yeah,
it
where
being
did
a
this
thing.
movie spawn from?
Okay, have you got
Uh,
how many more surprising ones have you got for us, Fergus?
3 more, Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Do you know what? I
Um,
like Pitch Perfect, to be
yeah,
fair.
sure, it's
I
fine.
like
I
Pitch Perfect.
keep it away from my top 4, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't. It's nowhere near my top 4, but it's a good movie. Pitch Perfect 2 and 3 are a bit
Oh,
meh,
yeah. Yeah,
but
Pitch Perfect's fine. You know, we were talking at the start about, like, films you'd watch on an airplane. I guess Pitch Perfect could be a good show
yeah,
for it.
I
Yeah.
agree. Pitch Perfect 2 is so unbelievably cringy, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Snoop
With
Dogg's in it, right? They
Yeah,
do,
and
like, a
with that,
Christmas
it's
song with
like
him.
a German band, it's Das
Yeah.
Machine.
Oh my
You know,
god, yeah.
the
And
worst.
then the 3rd one is John Lithgow shows up.
Yeah, he does, and DJ Khaled's in
That's right, yeah.
it.
Uh, Pearl is on the list.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Pearl is
I've only
X on
seen
the list.
X. X is not on the list.
That's very surprising.
I've only seen X. I've not gone to Pearl
Did
yet.
you like X?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of what I was going for. There's a lot of, like, I feel like, you know, had a bit of a Texas Chainsaw vibe to it almost. Felt like it was
Mhm,
definitely inspired by that movie.
mhm.
Yeah, there were parts of it I liked. I thought it was fine.
I think
I've,
I gave it a 3.5. I thought it was good.
I think I gave it 3. I've not got much of an urge to rewatch it, but I wouldn't be opposed.
I
There's
agree.
a new one coming out, isn't there? Maxine.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
not seen Pearl, but I'll definitely check it out and then maybe go see
sure.
Max in the
It's
cinema.
a prequel to X, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
And then the final surprising entry I felt was Twilight.
Do you know what? That isn't as surprising as most of these ones that you've said.
Sure, but when you consider the kind of rep that Twilight used to get on the internet for so long,
Yeah, that is
yeah.
true. Um,
But it's a very letterbox movie, I think.
yeah, a
If
lot
you
of
if you kind of
people
know what I mean.
love it. Like, not even ironically love it. A lot of people genuinely adore the film.
Hmm.
Um, it's definitely the best one. That's as much as I can say about it.
Sure,
Um,
yeah.
it's definitely the best one out of the five.
They're making a
Um,
Twilight Lego set.
yes, it got
Yeah.
picked over like so many other great Lego sets.
Mhm. Happens every time.
But yeah, Twilight's whatever. I think I've got it as a 3 star on Letterboxd.
Sure.
It's like it's fine. Like I will never watch it again in my
No,
life
absolutely
unless
not.
somebody really wants to watch it with me.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be like opposed, but I'll never be sitting around one day and go, I'm gonna throw on Twilight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not for me. I can see the appeal, I guess. But it used to be so hated though, back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It was
definitely.
like the biggest target since like the Star Wars prequels.
Oh, 100%. But I feel like a lot of the people that loved it when it came out are now grown up and
Yeah.
are almost like passing it on in a certain way.
A
Like
little bit like the Star Wars prequels.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like the Star Wars prequels actually. Yeah,
There is
like
one prequel in the film, the third one, of course. Revenge of the Sith.
yes, that is true. Um, to be fair, I don't hate the prequels. I think the prequels get a bit of a bad rap.
I think we touched on this last week, didn't we?
Briefly, yeah,
Yes. Maybe we'll save it for another time. Maybe we can do a Star Wars
sure,
one
sure.
sometime.
And I personally, and this is a lot of people will disagree with me. I prefer the sequels to the prequels.
Sure. I've
Um,
yeah. Um. I wouldn't disagree. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh I can't believe this. This is a betrayal
I, f-
or
I f-
anything. But
yeah, I feel like the difference between me and you is I actively really like the prequels. Not the prequels, the sequels.
sure.
I actively think all three of them are good films.
Mhm.
Whereas I don't think I personally agree with that.
No, I think the best one is Force Awakens, and I have a like 3 or 3.5 maybe. So yeah,
I've got Force Awakens at a 4.5.
really,
Last Jedi at a 3.5, and Rise of Skywalker at a 4.
Force Awakens was a big thing,
Force
wasn't it?
Awakens was
The
massive.
trailer for that was huge. I was like, yeah,
It was. I think it's genuinely the biggest film I've ever seen in cinema. Like
sure,
so many people were hyped. There were people dressed up for it in the cinema and stuff. It was
yeah, because you didn't see Infinity War Endgame in the cinema, did you?
nope.
No.
I watched them all in COVID for the first time.
Mm. I watched Force Awakens on an iPad the first time I watched it. Yeah,
Do you know what, Fergus? That doesn't surprise me.
I was like 10, man.
Was it one of those dodgy websites as well?
Probably was, yeah.
Somebody with a camera.
Yeah.
Filming it?
That's reminding me of the 420 awards hosted by Derek Savage, but I think we could devote a whole episode to that
Oh,
sometime, to be honest.
100%. We could devote a whole episode to just talking about Derek Savage's
Derek
career.
Savage. Mhm.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you, Fergus.
What?
Oh,
Huh?
sorry.
I've got
What was?
way more stats. Okay,
Oh, sorry.
I'll keep them brief. I'll keep them
No,
brief.
no, no. Go for it. Go for it. Go
Okay,
for it. Go.
okay.
I
The
thought you were
shortest
done.
film on the list was The
Hmm.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I already went over that. The
Yep.
longest one was The Godfather 2,
Okay.
202 minutes.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
I've not tackled it yet. I've not tackled
I,
any of the Godfather
I've only
films
seen the
yet.
first one. First one's a great film. Like I think I've got it as a
Mm,
4. Probably would go up if I rewatched it.
mm. I feel like people would be shocked that like we've not seen both of them. I've not seen either. You've only seen one,
You
and
should
we're doing
probably
like a
watch
film
them.
course. Yeah, for sure. I was gonna make it my 1000th film on Letterboxd,
What
but
number are you at?
Past that now.
Oh, yeah.
I fucked it up and accidentally watched Dune 2 as my
Oh,
fifth. So,
I
yeah,
mean,
I mean that's alright.
yeah. Okay,
Um,
what other stats you
there's
got for us?
there's 21 Best Picture winners and 73 nominees.
That's interesting.
Hmm,
A lot of people say the Oscars get things very wrong. It's
sure.
interesting to see that 21 that won Best Picture in this list.
I don't think the Green Book is anywhere to be found. Weirdly enough,
I've never seen Green Book.
I've heard poor things about it. Poor things.
I
I watched that earlier today.
Yeah, I
That
saw
should
that on
have
your
won
letter.
Best Picture, by the way. Just saying.
Solid movie. Such a good film.
Mm. There's 23 films directed by female directors on the
Okay.
whole list. And do you want to guess how many directed by black directors out of 250 films?
I'm not going to guess, but I'm going to guess it's shockingly low.
Six.
6. Wow.
Six. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's a bit of a yikes.
4 of them are Spike Lee movies.
Possibly, possibly. Ah, Old Boy 2014, for example. Um. In terms of director with the most films, it's tied between Miyazaki of Studio Ghibli fame
Sure.
and Christopher Nolan.
Damn.
Yeah, they
Okay.
both have 6
I
entries each.
would have genuinely guessed Spielberg.
I think he has 5,
Okay.
and I think Scorsese has 5, and I think Tarantino has 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I looked at certain actors, only a few of them. Brendan Fraser, nowhere to be found on the whole list. I was devastated.
That's shocking.
Not one Brendan Fraser movie to be found.
Not even The Whale. I feel
Not
like that
even The
got a lot
Whale.
of love when it came out.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people would put in their favorite. At one point,
Yeah,
I had
true.
in my top 4 because I just picked my 4 favorite Brendan movies at one point.
George of the Jungle.
Yeah, yeah. Um, The Whale, George of the Jungle, Bedazzled, and The Mummy. I think it was before Killers of the Flower Moon came out.
Yeah. What about Looney Tunes back in action
I hadn't
first?
seen it at that point.
Oh,
I
shit.
would probably put it there now. Though. That is an absolute banger. Genuinely, like that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is in it once. For
Hmm.
Spider Verse.
Yep.
Ryan Gosling 5 times.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Off the top of my head, La La Land, Barbie, Drive, and some others probably. Oh, Blade Runner, and maybe even
Oh,
Nice Guys. I think
okay. Cool.
Emma Stone 4 times.
Hmm.
Uh, Willem Dafoe 8 times.
That's go on, our boy Willem Dafoe.
We love Willem. Not for Mr. Bean's Holiday though.
5 of them will
Tragically,
be Anderson movies, guaranteed.
probably. Yeah. Uh, and Olivia Colman is the only other actor bar to look up. She's in it once
Okay.
for Hot Fuzz.
That's surprising. I would have said
Yeah,
favorite.
I thought the favorite would be on there. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I thought would be on there, which you need to watch, by the way.
Yeah, I need to watch. I need to
Especially
watch
since
the
I
first
got you the
one.
Blu-ray for Christmas.
I need to watch the first one.
You don't. You don't. We're not
Yes, I do.
related. We're not
I'm
related
not.
to each
I'm
other.
not going to watch a second one without watching the original.
You don't need to.
Okay, Fergus.
It's not worth it, Jack. Just don't.
Okay,
Okay, all 3 Lord of the Rings films are on it.
that's not surprising.
No,
That is the least surprising thing you've said all video.
I think Return of the King is the highest. Once again, not very surprising.
Yeah, I would guess it would be Return of the King, Fellowship, and then Two Towers.
I think Two Towers is second.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Let me have a look. Oh no, you were right. You were right.
yeah.
There's 4
That's
Spider-Man films.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The original. No, no.
Spider-Man 2,
Yep. The two
Spider
Spider-Verse films
both
and No Way Home.
Spider-Verse movies. No Way Home. Yeah,
Sure.
you got it. More Spider-Verses.
Yes.
The classic film More Spider-Verses.
I genuinely need to watch those films. Like they are so
Yeah, I
high on
know.
my watch list. I genuinely can't believe I haven't seen them.
You really need to get around to them, man. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse, one of my favorites of all time. Best
Yeah.
comic book movie, if you ask me.
Yeah? You would say
Yeah,
that?
a
Fair enough.
lot of people prefer Across, but I disagree. No,
Okay.
it is
Okay.
very good though. It is very good.
I did hear Across was better, but
Yeah, it was like the highest rated movie on Letterboxd when it came out, I think.
fair. Okay.
There's 216 films from the USA on the
Yep.
list.
Again, that's not
Yeah,
surprising.
no. Do you want to guess which decade had the most films?
Yes. Let's go with my favorite decade. Let's go 90s.
No, that's the third. Got the third most at 45 entries.
The
The most
2010s,
that's second with 64 entries.
2000s.
2000s 69 entries. Very nice.
Interesting.
The least was the 1940s, which had two films. It's a Wonderful Life and Casablanca.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Yeah,
those are the two films from the 40s that I would guess being
yeah.
in the top 250.
There's also no films from earlier than the 40s. So
Citizen Kane.
no, doesn't look
That's
like it.
really interesting. I would genuinely guess Citizen Kane.
I know.
On it.
Um, there's 12 entries from 2019, which makes it the year with the most films.
2019 was a solid year for
It
movies.
was, it was good. Off the top of my head, Parasite would be on there.
Yes.
Um, oh, what else? Was uh, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, was that 2019?
I think so. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I think so.
Joker's probably on the list.
Joker, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
2019 was very solid.
Yeah, I can't remember what my favorite film from 2019 is, but I think it like because I've got my rankings on Letterboxd of each year.
Mm,
I think it's the year I've seen the most movies.
sure, yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Little Women was 2019.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
2019 was really solid. I think
It was really solid, yeah.
rivaled by 2023 though. 2023 was also very good. You,
2023 had its fair share of bangers, to be fair.
you've got a lot to catch up on from 2023.
I know, I know.
Yep, Anatomy of a Fall,
Yeah,
Zone of Interest,
yeah, American Fiction.
American Fiction, some other ones, Past Lives, Killers of the Flower Moon. Did you watch
Yeah,
Past Lives?
no.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Tales of Flame is high on my watch list, to be fair.
but you did see Saw X, which was the best movie from 2023.
Oh,
So
100%.
it was
Saw
actually really good.
Saw X was great. I
It
really
was that
liked
yeah,
Saw X. It's such
it's
a return to
surprisingly
form
good.
for the franchise.
It was like maybe the best one in my opinion.
Fair. I think I've got 1 and 2 above it.
Sure,
But
not huge on two.
I really enjoy 2.
I think Saw X would be rivaled by 6 for me.
6 is really good as well.
Yeah,
We should do a podcast episode on Saw movies.
I was thinking that. Yeah, we
That would
definitely
be
should.
interesting. Any excuse to
Uh,
rewatch them, not gonna lie.
yeah, except Spiral.
Oh yeah, skip Spiral.
Yeah,
Skip the final chapter.
we should just
Final
not
chapter.
mention Spiral for the whole episode.
Yeah, exactly.
That movie was fucking awful.
It's the worst one for me. Yeah,
The only thing I liked about it was I felt the voice that they used for Jigsaw was quite like creepy because it was like AI
yeah,
generated. I think I thought that was
yeah.
quite good, but apart from that,
Chris Rock is awful in that
oh
film.
yeah, oh
He is
yeah.
absolutely terrible. Like surprisingly awful.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like
I mean, is it that surprising?
I thought it was just gonna be like a bad performance. It's terrible.
Sure, yeah.
It's one of the worst performances ever.
Uh, yeah, no, it's really not good.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson's in it as well. I think
Yeah, Samuel Jackson just plays Samuel Jackson in
that
everything that
I've
he
been
does.
saying. I said that in my Letterboxd review of Argyle. That's just what he does now. He just does that for a living.
Yeah, fair enough. He's
Yeah, I mean, if you can, you might as well.
yeah, if he gets paid to be Samuel Jackson, he might as well
Yeah.
get paid to be Samuel Jackson.
He plays himself quite well.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, what genre do you think has the most entries on the list?
Um, hmm. I'll play it safe
Mm-hmm.
and say drama.
Yeah, drama at 150. I
Damn.
do we count drama? I don't know. It's quite generic. Like I think you could categorize most films as dramas.
Yeah, I was going to say every film fits into the category of
Yeah.
drama.
So what do you think is second highest then?
Ooh. Hmm. Action?
No, that is. It's got 36 entries.
Comedy?
Comedy, yeah, second highest at 66.
That's also very interesting.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of films like 10 Things I Hate About You and,
Yeah, but
all
I
that kind
feel
of
like
stuff.
even Pulp Fiction would fall into the comedy category.
Sure, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of films that aren't obviously comedies that would
Mm.
still fall into the comedy category, I think. I think that's generally considered to be a black comedy by a
Yeah,
lot of people.
same with like Parasite. A lot of
Yeah,
people would say
for
that's a
sure.
comedy, a lot of people might not.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, what do you think was the genre for least entries?
I've got a very quick answer for this. I may be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Western.
Yeah, Western.
Yeah,
There
how
was
many were
2
Western?
films.
Can I try and guess them? Do you know them?
Yes, I
Django
know. Django. Django Unchained specifically.
and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Good Bad News. Yeah.
Yes.
Congrats.
It's the only two Western films that people like.
Yeah, basically. Rango should be on there, just saying.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
then the second lowest was History, which had 5 films.
Okay, I
Um,
would honestly have guessed musical would have been down there.
there's 10, but on Letterboxd they say music and not
Oh,
musical, so
okay.
these can also be films about music, like
Yeah, okay. I get you.
Coco, for example.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
sure.
say it's a musical, but yeah. Do you want to guess a 5 from History at all, or even a few of
Um,
them?
I could give it a go. Napoleon.
No, no, unfortunately not. Brian
Braveheart.
Cox would have been good in that.
Braveheart.
No,
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 I
not
thought
one of the
Braveheart
best
was one.
picture winners to feature on the list. No,
I thought that would be for sure one of them. History movies.
one
No,
was very, very recent. Well, not very.
1917.
1917 was one of them. One more recent than that.
Um, I've got another one. It's an older film. Saving Private Ryan.
No, surprisingly, or
Ah,
maybe it is, but that might be under war. Yeah, I think that might be under
yeah,
war.
maybe. It's not like technically real characters. I don't think.
Yeah,
Um, what's the Kubrick one
not on
from?
here.
Is it Barry Lyndon?
Barry Lyndon. It's probably on the list, but once again, they probably didn't class it as history for some
History.
reason. I don't know how they classify these. I
I've,
assume
I,
they're like historical biopics.
did you say a
No.
more recent one than
Yep.
1917?
Yep.
Does
Think about historical
history?
biopics.
The only one I can think of is Napoleon.
Same
Don't know.
year.
Tell me.
Oppenheimer.
Oh, okay. That's not one that I would think of as being
Mm.
history. I think history is being extremely old.
Yeah, like
Um,
1917.
yeah.
Uh,
No, yeah,
there's another
whatever.
one from same kind of period as Oppenheimer that you might get.
I guess I think like war movies and period pieces are like the two that come to my head when you say history film.
hmm
Um,
One of these is
another
set
one.
during a war, the Second World War,
Hmm.
based on a real person.
What's the one that Mark watched recently with Benedict Cumberbatch in it?
Oh, the Imitation Game.
Yeah.
It's not that. Damn, you really keep tabs on what Mark watches, don't you? Not me though. No, I can't even remember my top 10. Okay.
Um, I don't know. Tell me.
Schindler's List.
Oh, sure.
And then the other two are Marie Antoinette and Amadeus.
Oh, Amadeus isn't surprising. Marie
Yeah.
Antoinette kind of is.
Mm. I don't know. It's like it's kind of a chick flick classic. I think a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, if like Perks of Being a Wallflower is going to be on the list, it doesn't surprise me that Marie Antoinette's
Yeah,
her.
yeah, that is true. That is very true.
So that's all the stats I've got for you. You know, probably not
Brilliant.
interesting to anyone except me, but
No, that was interesting, and it was. I'm still so proud of myself for naming all those films.
sure, yeah. I
Even
mean,
though
it's down to the wire, though.
it was extremely down
It's
to the
like I've
wire.
been Goldfinger at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been going for almost 2 hours with this episode. I
Yeah.
say we're good to wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think people have probably had enough,
Yeah,
like an
people
hour
have
and a half
probably
ago.
That's enough of us rambling once again. But if you have stuck through it, thank you guys for watching.
Do you think
Please
Mark
remember.
stuck to the end of this one?
No.
No.
I think Mark was hyped for the first episode, and he's going to fall away.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching or listening. I keep saying watching because I think I'm doing a YouTube video.
They
It's a
might be.
podcast. Listening. Well, they might be watching. Thank you for watching or listening. Please
Yep.
remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends.
Follow me on Letterboxd.
Follow Fergus on Letterboxd.
Handle is
One of the
Clark.
top links in the description.
Oh, can I just say one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making a YouTube video soon. Yep.
Yes, Fergus.
About the Planet of the Apes films. Never watched all of them.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So
I'm
you won't even
to
be able
that.
to watch it because it'll go into spoilers like immediately.
Oh, I'll try and watch the Planet of the Apes movies before the video comes.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it'll be like Thursday maybe. So good luck. You can skip to the Tim Burton part if you want.
Yeah, just watch you shit in that movie for a whole. I could watch you shit in that film for an hour, just an hour video about that.
Well, I could do it. I could just break it down like every scene.
Yeah, that's what you did.
But I do not have the energy to do that
like
with Tim
scene
Burton's Planet of
analysis
the Apes.
videos.
Yeah, cinema sins.
So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I keep saying it. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.